The final step in configuring permissions is creating users and API roles to those users. Select users. Users are the people monitoring, administering, and maintaining the security system through the NLSS Security Suite web interface. If a gateway is managed via RMS, users are configured at the RMS level, not at the local gateway level. The table in the top pane lists the users for this gateway. By default, the gateway comes with one superuser. This user is assigned the default superuser role, which cannot be changed. The user details in the bottom pane lists the user fields, which can be edited. These details include the first, middle and last name, plus a preferred name that the user wants to be called. The user ID is set using an email address for the user. The user ID must be unique to that user, and cannot be applied to other users. The password that the user enters when accessing the NLSS web interface. If the password is changed, it must match the entry in the password verification field. The user type is a role created earlier in the permissions configuration. This setting can be changed for users that are added. To create a new user, click Add. Enter the user's name. Enter the user ID and password. Select the user type or role from the drop-down list. In this example, the parking lot security role created previously is assigned. Should there be a need to change the user's permissions, the user type can be modified in the future. Save the user settings. The new user is added to the table in the top pane. With a role applied, permissions are now set for this user. Other groups and roles can be created and applied to new users. This concludes the instructions on setting permissions and configuring a gateway using the next-level Security Suite web interface. In summary, permissions for specific devices are controlled by groups. When an item is added to a group, access is allowed to that item. Groups are then applied to roles. Roles are also used to configure other permissions that allow access to the gateway modules, operations, configuration, events, and their menu options. Roles are cloned to create customized permission settings. Roles are applied to users to define their permissions. The superuser has access to all modules and menu options in the NLSS Security Suite web interface. Other users can have permissions customized to their needs for operating and configuring the NLSS gateway. If your system contains multiple gateways, they can be configured, maintained, and operated using Remote Management Services, or RMS. Return to the video playlists and select the RMS playlist to continue with the RMS training videos.